and we are back for episode 6 of Stoneblock. And today I want to get a few things done, which includes plastic and some other bits and bobs to get prepared for, to be honest, close to the end game. This pack does not take too long to play. So we whip out our quest book here. Most of this front page is nearly done. This is the very end game. This is the last few quests. The deep dark is just a lot of cobblestone. This mine dimension is pretty easy to do, and obviously we need to go kill the ender dragon soon. So the first thing I want to set up is the automation of endstone here, and I'll show you what I've done in between episodes. I have made this little room back here for do our gravel and our dust production, which is very, very loud. Let's create a little muffler here. Just make that much quieter. But that'll create a gravel and dust. It's not super fast, but we already started a lot built up because this is still the default crusher, and these are just only upgraded once. So it should be okay, because we don't need too much dust and too much gravel anyway. But we want to get into a couple of things today, and that's first of all doing endstone. So we're going to need a stone barrel. And I have put an external storage on our lava over there, and I've made this little area over here where I've already moved over the soul sand. Clay is in there and obsidian's there. Just this little setup here with exporting some sand into this barrel, and I'm exporting some dust into this barrel. It's just got water. This is just the same setup we had before for obsidian, and the soul sand is just the same also, apart from I'm exporting sand, so it's infinite. I've just noticed something. Don't actually have a way of pulling the soul sand into there. So I can just, what I shall do is I'll move this, draw up a block, and I shall have a cable go here, straight into the drawer. So I only had these drawers here because they were the drawers we already had up the top. So I just kind of, I just put them here because they had a lot of resources in. But once these are empty, which a few of them seem to be, we can leave these two. But obviously this soul sand one wants to go straight through into this drawer at the front. And these resources are just pumping through into these drawers here. And this is where we're going to have all of our material stonework factory stuff. And I think there's 6 or 7 that we need to get set up. But most of them we don't actually need because we've got them in the chickens. Now the chickens have been building up a lot of resources in between, so we've got plenty of stuff and things to get some stuff done with. I made a couple more. I got a wood one on the go. I got a prismarine crystal one. I did the blitz rod, basil's rod, and blizz rod, and also night slime because we're going to need that for the very end game. Because this pack is not going to take as much longer to complete. It's probably only going to be a total of about 10 episodes. Because honestly, the resource generation early game, which is this, is so easy to do, it's unreal. We need to get into a few other mods, which are mystical agriculture, which is not too difficult whatsoever. We can get a lot of inferior essence really easily to get these quests done. The storage, I did complete all the refined storage section, the drawer section, and the way I got this control quest is glitched. It does not detect and complete, so I just ran a command which automatically completed that quest because we've very clearly done it upstairs, and I did the rest. I'm probably not going to bother to do the applied energistics quest because we're just not using them, so I'm not going to go through all of this because we just don't use them. And then these quests I will do most likely today. And then we've got Draconic Evolution, which is pretty easy. We just need to kill the dragon, and then we need to make some other bits and bobs, which it's very easy to do. It just takes a bit of time and a bit of power. And then Project E, which is kind of like the end game kind of quests, that is why we've got a lot of coal on the go here, because you need tons and tons of coal for doing Project E, which we may get into next episode. But today, the first thing I want to do is get endstone automated. So what we need for that is a stone barrel. We're going to stick endstone maybe in this drawer right here. So we can do this very easily. It's just going to take 2 exporters. So it's going to be quite, this room's going to be very ugly, but I don't think it really matters. So if we place this guy here, disconnect that cable, and now it's got stupid water in. We don't want it to have water in. Let's grab a bucket and get rid of that water, because we need lava in this. It's not got a full bucket, so let's let it get a full bucket. Pull that out, and then we're going to want 2 exporters. One here and one here. We can disconnect that also. And we'll connect those up with a cable. And then we need to connect this cable, which we can just run straight down here, to our main network, so like so. And then we just need an item duct and a servo on there, and we're going to have lava coming out of one and glowstone coming out of the other, which we have infinite amounts of both. So to change this to fluids, all you have to do is click this little button here. I'll change it to fluids, and then you just stick that in. So that'll create endstone, pull it out and put it into the chest in the front, and we can go lock that and stick a quantity on that. So there's automatic endstone. We will pull some of this out for the quest. I don't know how much you need. Might just be 1 piece. Seems like it's more than the 1 piece. Let's put some of this other bits and bobs away. Now this little room here is what we're going to have pink slime set up for the material stone factories. But first we need to do plastic, and we need a couple of things for plastic. One of those is going to be a block placer. We'll probably use the one from Cyclic, seeing as though it doesn't require any power or anything. Let's make a dispenser and make a block placer, and then we'll set up plastic in this corner over here. So we're going to want a block placer like so, and we're going to want to export logs into the bottom of this. We can just do oak logs, and we're going to pull out some special fluid from this log with some special machines. So we need 4 tree fluid extractors, 4 of these bad boys, which are pretty easy to make. We just need 4 iron gears and 4 furnaces, and then we place these like so. And when we give these guys power, which we're going to do from underneath, oh, there goes the pickaxe. We will get into some better tools once we get into Project E and stuff. So we'll power these guys from underneath with just a point and some cable. They don't need too much power. So let's get out some flux duct. We'll place the point there, I think. Let's get a point. Set it to our main power line, and then we can connect. These don't want to connect. Have I got the wrong machine here? Seems like these don't need power. I think I may have made the wrong machine. I thought this was the correct machine. Thought it just pulled out. Oh, it is working, yes. Okay, these don't need power in this pack. Oh, usually these machines require power. It's interesting. So what we can do then, these aren't liking to place where I need them to place, are they? Place you like so, you like so. Have you placed the correct place? Of course you haven't. Just gonna place you like so. Is that in the correct place? No, of course it's not. How about like so? Nope. Okay, so we're gonna have to bust in the back of this wall just so we can place this in the right direction. What is going on with this stupid machine? Oh, can't we just we can just use a wrench to get this facing the correct way. So that one's facing the correct way. This one should now be facing the correct way, yes. That one, and those two are already. So now, we need to get some fluid ducts. And we need to place these fluid ducts on the top of these like so, and stick some servos on all of these, not on that one. And this will start to pull out plastic, latex, and then we're going to craft I forgot what the machine's called. A latex processing unit, which is pretty easy to do. We should have everything. We just need iron gear and 2 furnaces. We can just make a stack of those and make a bunch of furnaces as well. So this machine does require power, and we're going to have this latex probably just go into this machine right here. Try to keep this as compact as possible. And then this needs water, which we can get from a sink, which we need to cook up some clay, which is fine. Is that the only clay we've got? No, I don't know why that's... Why is that not detecting that in there? The cables might not be hooked up properly. Let's cook up a little... Not a chicken collector, I want this. Cook up a little bit of clay, like so. And then we can make ourselves another sink. This sink is just an infinite supply of water, it's bloody amazing. So we'll place a sink here, a fluid duct here, and a servo here. And then for power, I don't think I'm going to bother doing a point. I'll just grab a spectre coil, plonk that on there. Then I might stick plastic in. This is where the cabling is going to get very messy. What I can do is I can put material stonework factories here, so they're out of the way, and then I can just have. Yes, we still need to do a crafter as well, though. I think we might use this crafter from. No, we'll just use this auto crafter. We just need an observer, a bone block, magenta dye, purple dye, sorry. And then I can place this. I can have these tiny rubber. You can't set this to push. I just have to set this to tick. Okay, it's fine. What I can do, I can have, and I'm also going to need a redstone furnace as well. So we'll have a point underneath, which is going to give power to these 2 machines that we're going to need here. Then we shall have this here. Don't think it's going to automatically. Yeah, I can't set this to push. We're in quite an old version of this mod pack. So I'll just place this here. We'll get an item duct and a servo once I've moved this cable along, so we can cover this up. So let's get an item duct and a servo. We'll just pull these out. This should have power. This for some reason is not getting power. Let's set this recipe to that. It should craft them down. And then if we get a redstone furnace, which we just need to make some bricks for, we can then place. We can just use a spectre coil and just place it above. And we can then have one of these with servos that I'm out of. Let's make some more servos, like so, into the redstone furnace. It's going to have input and then output, like so. So that should pull in the clumps of rubber, yes, and then we should just run a cable along the ceiling here out of the way. This is going to be very messy into that corner. It can go in that corner. Is it going to automatically output? Doesn't look like it, so we'll just have that there. It's very messy, but it's fine. think I shall not run the cable like I've done. I think I shall run the cable along this back wall here. Disconnect that. Like so. Looks a little better. So that's plastic completely automated. All that plastic should be ending up there eventually. Maybe because of how slow these item ducts are. Yes. So there is some plastic. And let's try and figure out why this system is not connected here. Because this just runs along and wires in to the other line of cable that goes to the chickens. And I know they're connected. So are we missing a cable somewhere along this line? It doesn't seem to be. That's all connected. And that's all connected. That is an external storage, is it not? Yes. Is it because this... Why can I not see what I can see? Oh, the soul sand... We don't even need the soul sand, or the clay, or the obsidian. Because they're getting made by chickens. What a fool! Oh well. Can I not see endstone? Yes, I can see the endstone. I can see the plastic. I can't see this stuff. For some reason I just can't see the clay. Showing in ball form. Don't know if that's because of the chickens downstairs, but oh well, I'm not going to fret. We've got clay downstairs anyway. I didn't actually need to do what I did. Just repair the ground here. Don't know where that bit of wood bent that was missing from there, but there we go. Anyhow, done some stuff that I didn't need to do, but it's okay. But there's plastic anyway. And then with that plastic now, we should be able to make a mob slaughter factory. And this is what's going to produce us that pink slime. So we're going to get another drop of evil, because that's how we're going to spawn the mobs. And we're going to make a range add-on. We just need... I'll just make a +5. I don't know which one we need, but I'll just make a +5. And we'll just use a spectacle to power it underneath. And then we need 2 black hole units. Black hole tanks, should I say. Let's make 2 of those if we can. We just need some machine casing. That's for the liquid meat and the pink slime that we're going to get. So we're going to bust a hole here, and we're going to want external storages on these. So let's make way for some cable. Which is not awkward to do whatsoever. Two external storages that we're going to need. Going to pop those on the bottom of these tanks. We'll leave this cable in exposed for now because we'll need to get in and do some filters. We'll place the mob slaughter factory here and a spectre coil on the bottom if we can get down for power. And then we shall have the pink slime. I need to do fluid ducts once again. Keep forgetting this is a thing. So what we can just do then, I think, is just have some fluid duct come out the back like so, and just go into that machine, just go into these units like that. It doesn't look the prettiest, but doesn't necessarily matter. And now we need to get 2 buckets, well, a few buckets should I say, because when we turn this on in a moment, this should have power. Yes, we're going to put the ranger on. We're going to break this block, turn this dirt into cursed earth, and fill this wall back in. So this should spawn as mobs, and they should get crushed. That should turn into pink slime and liquid meat. So we need to wait for a bucket each of these so we can put it in these machines and set the filters on the bottom. It shouldn't take too long. Obviously the liquid meat will fill up before pink slime. What I could actually do, no, that wouldn't work. Doesn't matter. Let's do the whole room. Yes, that add-on does do the whole room. Lovely. And these black hole tanks hold a ridiculous amount of fluid. So I think for now, to actually make the pink slime balls, we need to place the fluid, which we're going to set up. I think we can set up in this room as well. So we're going to need a fluid placer, one of these bad boys. We can put this, I don't want it over there, see, because it'll be in the way. Could I squeeze it up here? Probably could squeeze it up here. Fluid placer, which is going to have an exporter on. So let's make, I really need to get auto crafting on the go. Might do a little bit of that this episode as well. So we're going to get an exporter, right. We'll have to get rid of this. An exporter right here, that's going to pump in pink slime. The pink slime will then be placed right here. And then I'm going to want a mob masher, because we get looting off the mob masher. So we can craft some looting upgrades for the mob masher. So let's make that. Make some redstone blocks. Make that, and let's make 10 of the looting upgrades. And we're going to want a redstone. We can, yeah, we'll go with a redstone block. Then we're going to want the mob masher. Right. We don't want to go there. Some of these drawers are going to end up having nothing in because of how awkward this setup is. We have the mob masher here, a redstone block there. And then we're going to want the looting upgrades in there. And then we're just going to want a item collector. Like so. Advanced item collector, because we're going to want to filter what goes in this. I think we can just place that on the back of there and that'll pump stuff into the drawer. And I think we can filter things. So when we get our first pink slime, then we should be okay, because this won't pick up anything at the moment. So let's get our buckets. This is just going to give us stupid liquid meat, so we'll pump some of the liquid meat into here. And we should now get a bucket of pink slime, which it's not deciding to not give me. Why can't I get that out? Well, what I can do is I can set if I get 2 filters on the back of here, we can whitelist liquid meat, and we can blacklist liquid meat over here, and just pull those out, and that should pull pink slime into here, which it is, and liquid meat into there, which it is. So then we're going to want to grab a bucket of this and a bucket of this, and we're going to want to set these filters at the bottom, and then we can block this floor back up, and that is it. Then all we've got to do is set this exporter to pull in pink slime to this fluid placer, and once we get a full bucket, I can't. Let me put this bucket in here. I will use this sword that I've got. Once I get a full bucket, it should place the fluid there. Is it because it doesn't have a block above it? It's got nothing to like click onto. That'd be unfortunate. Am I going to have to place a block there so it's got something to place against? No. Why is this not placing that fluid? It should do. Don't know. It should place that pink slime. I don't know if this one requires power or not. Instead of trying to figure out what the issue is with that, let's have a go with this one. Does this require power? No. That's fine. Let's get rid of this one. Let's come up here. Let's place this one down. Nope. Place this one down like so, and then we're going to need a redstone torch. Like so. Right click, set that to pulse, I assume. And when this gets a bucket, it should. But I can't pull out. Oh, no, there is no. And hopefully this will maybe place the fluid. Once it gets a bucket's worth. And if so, then that should kill it. This should pick up the items. If I get the mushroom out of this chest, out of this drawer, then we should be able to set the filter so only pink slime balls get picked up by that. We're almost there. There we go. We're going to place... I need to set it on deactivation. So eventually a pink slime should spawn where that liquid is. And then it will get killed by this mob masher, hopefully straight away. I don't think it can escape through this block here. I hope this is classed as a full block. It looks like it is. And a mob can't get through. But if not, we can just place a vacuumulator, I think. We might place a vacuumulator anyway. So I know we can set a filter on this as well. Like so. We just have it output to there. And if we shift right click, yeah, we can set a whitelist. Really? Oh yeah.
We're going up in hand, sort of eating out.
Which nan?
Your granddad's mum?
Oh yeah, just a great nan, yeah.
Right now, yeah. Safe's gone out for a walk, so I don't know how long she'll be. So I'll see you in a bit.
Okay, bye. I do hope that works. If not, we can always do a little setup somewhere else. It doesn't matter where it goes. We can maybe stick it. I don't know what we're going to do with this wall, seems though we're not doing sieving. That's where you are. You've been annoying me for ages. I don't know what we're going to do with this wall here. Because we aren't doing sieving. Because we don't need to. So that just kind of might just chill there and do nothing. Those drawers. There is a little bit of space behind this wall next to this mob farm. There's the pink slime. And there it goes, dying. Will die eventually. But I will stick I will make sharpness upgrade so it dies straight away. just like so, to make sharpness upgrades. Plonk those in there. And I think I may need to rotate the vacuum later. I don't know why it's not picking up. Ah, because I've set it to whitelist, obviously. So if we shift right click this, stick pink slimes in, set the back as output, and have pink slime as the whitelist, that should be fine. Now when this gets a bucket, which should be soon, it will fill up once again. And this is where the pink slime is going to end up. And just like so. Oh, I didn't mean to put those in there. What did I chuck? My key, my hammer, and my other key, wasn't it? And I think that is it for this room for now. Yep, there goes the other fluid. But yeah, I think that's it for this room for now. Oh no, it's not. We can make now we have some pink slimes and some plastic. We can make these amazing machines, which are super easy to do. I think we need about 6 in total. So we need crafting tables. And we need to get some buckets of lava and water, which are easily not. I didn't know you could make buckets of aluminum like that. Let's get some up here. We've got water. And we also had sinks down there as well that we could have just pulled water out of. So that's lava and water. And then we can make some material stone factories. We do have to do it for every single one. I know we need, don't know how many we're going to need, to be fair. But I know we need, so I think that we only need a couple of things now. Have more pink slime now, because another pink slime hasn't spawned, has he? No. So it takes a little while, but it does work. And we're very easily just going to set us up by having those there. We're going to have spectacles here. And I think if we have a look at what the uses are, we can do stone, yes, which just requires cobblestone, which is just, these machines are amazing, because for certain resources, it doesn't consume, doesn't actually oh my god, it's been changed again. I apologise, usually these machines require water and lava. We're just going to set that to furnace mode, set that output to back, and I think I know how we're going to, yes, we have these transfer nodes from extra utilities. We're just going to make some of these, because this is how we're going to pull the items in, and then we're going to make an anvil. If we make some iron blocks, we're going to turn these into flat transfer nodes. And then if we just move these machines real quick, if we is it shift, or do we just right click normally? Just press control. What's the button for this? Hold R. There we go. That'll pull items out the back of this material stonework factory, wherever they have just vanished to. Where have they just gone? Ah, there they are. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set this one to do stone. We don't want this to get pulled out the back. And we can do the same on the other one. We don't want the first slot to get pulled out the back. So we'll just set them all to not go out the back on this one, so it doesn't pull out all the presses it was at front. They're very fast as well. Usually later down the line in some other mod packs that we'll play, you'll notice that the material stonework factories will need lava and water, and it'll constantly consume lava and water for certain things, but it doesn't on this pack, which is amazing. I don't need that. So let's see what else we can make with these machines. See, this is where we can do gravel, sand and dust and all that kind of stuff as well. So we may set up, yes, we'll do quadruple compressed cobblestone, because we need a lot of this cobblestone for So we want to set all these to 3x3 craft, and that will very slowly make the cobblestone, and we'll set that to back. So if we can make some more now, which we can get some more transfer nodes, some more coils. Let's see what else we can do. So there's not a lot really, so I might just do dust and gravel, because that way, that slow process we've got over there, set that to grind, set all those to grind, have that back, we want all these off, want that to back, then we want all these off, we do want you a bit on the back. So that should be making cobblestone, I don't know why it's not. Oh. Why is this not making what I wanted to make? This one's producing. Is it still pulling out the cobblestone to the back? Is that what was happening? Disable, back, coil. Yes, and then we just have this on grind mode. So that should push gravel out the back. If we get rid of the cobblestone, that'll be in the front. There's dust. There's gravel. There's one on the corners not actually being pulled out. I don't know why. Is there not? Ah, because it hasn't got to the last slot yet. Is there anything else that we're going to need to use them for? Not really. We've got glass. We've got silicon. Got sand. Yeah, that's it. So I think for now, we are done with this room. We kind of have everything that we need. We can obviously add, we've got a lot more space to add more stuff on this side. I will stick some draw upgrades in all of these that we have items in. And as many of these as I can, to be fair. So let's have a look, see if we have any more. We should have some over here. Is this not connected up? I thought I connected that up to the system. It should be. It is. So why is that not showing me what I've got? Is it? I'm just going blind. It is. So yes, we will do a bit of wither skeleton farm for when we automate nether stores as well. Or automate wither killing, should I say? Or we might just do it with mystical agriculture. It depends on how quickly I can get the crops growing. Because I know you can use... There's not many things that are going to accelerate crop speed. So in this pack, I don't know. I don't know if... we can get them to grow at like an insane rate to the point where we're going to be crafting a lot. I know we've obviously got... We've got the hopping bonsais. But I don't think there's like some kind of amazing soil. No, it's just dirt and grass and that's it. And you can't do with those in there anyway. That's it. Oh, we can tier up the seeds, I suppose. And just stick them in a garden cloche. But that's whether we can put all of the here we can go all the way up to tier 6. Can we make this? We can't. Don't have enough essence. So we're going. Are we sure we get into mystical agriculture real quick? We've got more garden cloches down here to have just a full row of essence if we need it. We've got a good chunk of essence as it is because we've been getting some from the mob farm. So let's get in. I wasn't going to do that this episode, but let's get into mystical agriculture real quick. We'll make a few of these crystals. We just need to make some 4 supremium essence because we have the nether stars. A couple of nether stars that we got from that quest. We should be able. Oh yeah, we'll get this easily. To make the infinite. Oh no, it just takes the essence. Okay, weird. So what we can do now is if we look at inferium seeds, these tier up in this pack. So if we make some of this essence back down into this essence, we can make the better seed. And these will go. I suppose we've got that other seed, haven't we? Other essence. Let's grab some of this into medium essence, turn it into tier 3, and then we'll turn this into 4 of. We need 8 of those. Well, no, we need as much as we can craft, don't we, at the moment, because we're going to need to make supremium essence. And then insanium essence if we have enough. Which I don't think we will have enough. But let's turn all of this inferium now all the way up to supremium, should I say. And then we might get into depending on how long this takes, a bit of auto crafting. I'll show you how we're going to set that up. So that's 58. That'll be enough to do. Yeah, we're not going to have enough to do the tier 6. So we need 64 because we need. No, we will have enough. Never mind. We need 32. So let's make the tier 6 inferium seeds. Or have these quests been completing as I've been going? Forgot there was a whole quest line. Oh no, I've got up to bap 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 and then bap. That should do all of those quests. If I just detect them and detect them, and I need to make all of the crafting seeds. And also grab out these. I need to make all of the crafting seeds. So let's see if I can get these done. Make sure we detect. Again, I'm done as we go. Yes, so let's do the tier 1. Like so. Just make sure the make sure they complete as we go. Alright. So we want to craft them once. Then let's do the tier 3. Just a tier 4. It's very easily done like so. Then let's do the tier 5. Which I think we're gonna just about not have enough essence to do all of them. Tier 5 and the tier 6. We need. Let's see what essence we've got. We have another 1,000 of this. Which makes. Oh, we may have enough. Ah, we do. We will have enough. Lovely. And then let's make the tier 6 crafting seed as well. So we've got all those done, and then obviously there's the ingots as well. There's all the ingots that we can make. We won't be able to make all of these, but we can make a few. So I don't think we're going to do the mystical agriculture armor. We'll just do the quest to get the quest complete. Because once we kill the dragon, we'll get dragon scales, and we can use that to craft some pretty overpowered armor. We won't have enough to do all the ingots, but we can do most of them. We can do up to tier 4. Make sure they're completing as we go. And then there's the furnaces as well. It's unfortunate there's not a button. That's as far as we can go with them. There's not a button that claims all of the quests in one go. I'm not going to claim them right now. Obviously we still need to do the furnaces, and that takes a lot. So let's get out this tier 6 Inferium seed, pop down, and pop this in a garden cloche. This will get us, instead of growing 1 piece of Inferium at a time, this will get us 6 pieces every time it grows. And we can't put that in a garden cloche. We have to just do the tier 1 in a garden cloche. That's unfortunate. So that was a slight waste of time. But I will be setting up down here, is whichever direction we haven't gone. I'll make a really long room where we'll set up some areas where we can grow some mystical agriculture seeds, and set up a area where we can automate nether stars, and a wither skeleton farm as well. It's super easy to do. We just need to make a spawner from Draconic Evolution, I think, to spawn wither skeletons. I think next we shall get into, what was I going to do? I was going to do auto-crafting, wasn't I? Do I have a room down here? Yes, I did make a room. I made a room so we could start auto-crafting. And the way we're going to do that is very, very simple. We don't need to auto-craft a lot of stuff, really. Just because we've got this room here that's making all of our special ingots and stuff. So we just need to do all the refined storage bits, like the processors and the external storages and the exporters, the importers, the exporters, the gears maybe, and conversion kits as well, which is how you upgrade all the thermal series machines. We could do with auto-crafting those as well. So we're going to need a lot of sequential fabricators, which is not too difficult to make. We can make 4 at the moment. Let's make a bunch of, this is what I mean about needing to autocraft gears. We need gears all the time. Let's make a bunch of these sequential fabricators. And then we're going to want to make a lot of these upgrades as well, because this is how we dedicate certain inventory slots to certain things, so the machine doesn't just fill up with one item if it requires more than one item for a craft. So what we're going to do, we're going to have cable in the wall back here, just through our flux network kind of thing, so we'll go all the way around. We could also automatically craft flux duct as well. Oh, hello. I think we're only going to need leadstone flux duct for this because they don't require that much power. So we're going to come all the way around like so, and then we're going to place a point in the corner over here. Set that to our network, and then we're going to have sequential fabricators all the way along walls, just like so. We might have enough actually to do the whole, yeah we do, have enough to do everything. And then we're going to want some cable. We're going to need a lot of the starting kits as well. These hardened upgrade kits, which we should be able to make plenty of, because we are producing an infinite amount of all these resources. We're going to upgrade all these machines, which is very allowed to do. like so, and then put one of these pattern validations in all of these machines. Then we can put all this stuff away, and then the very last thing we're going to want to make is a lot of exporters, which just require these construction cores. We're going to need a lot more than that, so let's make a bunch of these. That's another thing we're going to want to autocraft as well as this binding. And let's also make a bunch of these, and then we're going to pop up here, chuck them in this furnace, get some more coal out, which we have an absolute insane amount of thanks to that. The chickens we've got downstairs, we'll get all this cooked up, chuck these in. Super fast and super easy to do with this acceleration wand. Then we can make more exporters. If we make some more of these, let's just do as many as we can. We're going to need more cable, which is fine. Then what we're now going to do is pop down here. Do I have cable in my bag as well? No, I do not. So let's make some cable for me. We're going to want a piece of cable in each corner. Well, in these two corners, we're going to want an exporter on the top of all of these machines, and this is going to tell this sequential fabricator what goes into it. So we're going to pump items in from our refined storage system depending on what we want to craft. And the way we're going to get these to not use all of our resources crafting just like one thing, we're going to want a lot of external storages as well. We're going to have all the items output into drawers and then have external storages on, just like we've done with some other stuff. And we can connect all this up to the refined storage system up the top. Let's make way for all these external storages once we craft them. So let's craft as external storages, which we just need these processors for, which means we need more of these, which means we need to go cook up some more stuff. It's like so. And then we need to make more of these. And then we should be able to make some. I can make one because of cable. Let's make a bunch of cable. I can make 44. That should be plenty. Now we're going to want to make a bunch of drawers. Just our classic dark oak drawers, which I need more dark oak planks for. Like so. And then we can make some chests. Make some drawers. And we can get the drawers in as well. I can get the drawers in now. So this should be enough for everything that we want to craft for the meantime. If we need more, we can always build another room. Or expand on this room if I wanted to. Make sure these are all connected as we go. Make sure that cable runs all the way down. Yeah, it does. Just like that. We can fill this floor back in. Get some more. Don't have dark oak logs on me. Put these drawers away. Put those away. Get some more logs, like so and like so, and they are all now linked up. And we're going to want to make one more thing from refined storages. which is called a detector. This little thing is gonna tell the system when to stop and start actually crafting what we needed to craft. So you can, I'll show you how it works in just a second when we craft our first thing. We're going to want detectors on all of these as well. Don't need too many more. What am I missing? More of these. We will be auto crafting all this stuff. Let's make more. So there's the detectors. Oh, I've gone all the way up to the wall accidentally. That. What we can do is we can grab some covers from thermal. Just plonk one of those on there. And then what I'm now going to do is link up this cable. So now we've got it linked up. What we can do is grab that block in that corner because it's going to do me heading. And what we can now do is start setting up our first recipes. So I think the first things we shall do will be gears. So we're going to need quite a few different types of gears. Let's start from all of them. So we're going to need bronze, we're going to need aluminum, we're going to need tin, we're going to need, I think we need electrum. Let's have a look. Yes, we do need electrum, yes. Electrum, we'll do lead, we'll do silver, we'll do copper, we'll do inbar, we'll do iron. I don't think we're going to need nickel gears. So what we're going to do is we're going to have all these on input top and output bottom. We're going to set these up so it crafts the gear like so. We'll give it some of the items just to craft. So then we're going to say, put the invar electrum heating gear. We'll type in 200 maybe, and we'll set this so it emits a signal when the system is showing under 200 gears. And then we'll set this to redstone only and set it to electrum. So this will now only pull electrum into here when there is less than 200 gears in this drawer. And that is all we're going to do for all the gears. So we'll set this to bronze, give it some bronze, set this to redstone. Obviously we need to set this to input and output like so. So this is going to craft bronze gears. We're going to set this to the same, 200, emit a signal when less than, this will only input when less than that. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to do that for all of these gears. And there we go. There are all the gears done. Now there's a couple other things we want to do, and that one of the first ones is going to be chests. This will make chests, and we'll do 500 chests. Seems that we have a lot of wood coming in. There's chests, and then we're going to want to do some. I think you may be able to set recipes like this. Oh, you can. That's amazing. So I need quartz enriched iron, redstone, and glass. Quartz enriched iron, redstone, glass, like so. So that's going to pull those, and those. It's going to craft. So that this augment makes it so it won't pull in quartz enriched iron and fill up. It dedicates certain slots. So these first I think slots will dedicate to quartz, these two will dedicate to glass, these will do redstone, and I'll do it again over here if it fills up in time, which I don't think it will. We'll do 250 of that. And then for the processors, we are going to want to change 3 of these out for redstone furnaces because we're going to need to cook the processors, obviously. Let's make 3 redstone furnaces. Like so. Bish, bish, and bish. We'll set these to input, output. And we'll set up the processes here, but first we need to do binding. We need to do binding over here, which is slime and string. So string, slime, bish bash. So I'll craft some binding. We'll set this to, we'll do 500 for binding. Like so. And then we need to get up some of that, some redstone, silicon, and then we're going to need iron, gold, and diamonds. So we'll do, in this one we shall do bang, 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 and bang for the iron. In this one we'll do gold. In this one we'll do diamonds. We'll set all these to input output like so. And then we'll set this one to the iron processors. Set this to the gold processors. We'll set this to the diamond processors. And then we'll just do 100 of these because we don't really need the raw ones. For these, we'll just keep 100 in the system at all time, like so. And then we are going to have them cook. So we'll take out these, and these. We'll do iron, gold, and diamond. They'll all cook and pop into the drawers down here. We'll set the iron to, we'll set all these to 250. So we may need more crafters than I thought. Because we still need to, on this back row, we need to still do a good few things. The first one is going to be the other processes, which is going to be quartz and glowstone. So we need to import this one with glowstone, this one with quartz, and then we need to have a look at they're called cores, are they not? Yeah, so this one's glowstone, which will be, maybe they're not called cores. They are called cores. So this one is glowstone, which is those, and the destruction is quartz, which is those. So there's those done. Let's set these to 250 also. So maybe we won't be able to do the conversion kits, and yeah, we can. No, we can't really put some on the back wall. We've got what, 1, 2, 3. We've got 5 left. We need to do exporters, external storages. No, we're not going to have enough space to do all the ones that I want to do, which is fine. We'll just do fine storage stuff, and we don't really need the conversion kits anyway. We can manually craft them if we want them, but we do need all the gears for doing machine frames and stuff. So let's do exporters, which are cable, construction core, and improved processors. So there's some of those, some of those, and some of those. So we're going to want to pipe in bang, bang, and bang. Like so. That will pump out exporters now. We shall do 128, so we have 2 stacks. And then we need to do external storages, which are a bit more complicated. So we need those, and then quartz enriched iron. So we need quartz enriched iron, chests, construction, improved deconstruction. Like so, that should be everything, and cable. So once it pulls in enough to do all those, we'll get our external storages. But I think we're going to call it there for today. So I thank you ever so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next episode, where we're hopefully going to get into Project E. Adios.